Oh, hi. Didn't see you come in. It's Tennyson tea with Robbie. Today's tea is traditional Tim Hortons. After that last rambling I made, a lot of people asked me about the mental side of the game and how to deal with things. And I'm certainly not qualified for that. I can only give you my experience. I think there's three types of matches you play. Matches that you play and you lose to players that are much, much better than you. And to me, those are mentally the easiest to cope with. There are matches you play and against players that are similar skill level and ability, and those can go 50-50. And when you lose those, that's a different level of mental anguish. And then there's matches you lose to players that you shouldn't lose to. And that's, to me, the toughest to mentally cope with. Fortunately for me, over the 42 years, I haven't had a ton of losses against players I shouldn't lose to, but it happens. It seems to be happening more frequently as I get older and my tennis brain and my physical abilities are increasing the distance. But I'm at a point in my tennis life where I can kind of just go, you know what, is it that big a deal, other than pride? But when you're earlier on in your tennis career, quote unquote, it's harder to cope with those things mentally. I think you got to try to take something positive out of them, no matter who you're losing to and what the skill level is. So yeah, that's kind of my perspective on losing matches. And winning's the same thing. You beat somebody you're supposed to beat. A win's a win, and it's always a plus, but don't get too carried away. When you beat the guys that are same level as you, or you perceive the same level, that's a good win. See what you did and try to do it next time. When we lose the guys that are much better, you just go, hey, that's the way it is. One other quick thing. Somebody told me that they thought that the outside of the line was out. So if the ball lands on the line, but it's the outside of the line, they thought it was out. Really? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. If it's on the line, it's on the line. The outside of the line doesn't mean out. So if you or someone thinks that, get yourself together, read some rules, learn the basics. For Tennyson tea, from the Davis Cup. See you next time.